Hey guys, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, a sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. And the best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. That's a fact of life. Huh. So the deal is, right? The fact of life is, okay. So the deal is, guys, that we're at 201-790-3368. We do candid video interviews. You want to do that because it resonates with people on the soul level. Now, we're having experienced some technical difficulties. As you can see, there's a delay, but don't worry about that. We'll hook it up. Just, you don't have to look at me. So what I'm going to talk about today right now, I'm going to give out some shout outs. I'm going to give a shout out to my friend, Stacey. Stacey Torres, and she's a great artist. Where are my things here? Yes, here we go. All right. Now, Stacey, she writes, I posted this thing about with Stefan, and there's an article here about flipping and all that kind of stuff, and people are upset about flipping, and Stacey wrote back, I'm on the fence about this. As an artist, it's called multiple exposure, which at this stage in my career, I need. And art is, after all, an investment to many. But then again, I'm not represented, and that would make a huge difference. Interesting article. So what does that mean, guys? She's keeping it real. Says, look, she calls it multiple exposure. They call it flipping. Whatever you want to call it, the deal is this. Why can't you get your fair share? This guy, Stefan, he's positioning himself as, the Mac Daddy, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean the Mac Daddy, but, the big leader of this new revolt, to get more people like us in the front door, right? But don't believe the hype, Jack. Let me tell you, it's not real, it's just hype. Just don't believe the hype. So what you want to do, right, is look at this and think about it. And then I wrote back and I said, so when do you want to start to raise your game? In other words, like if you want to play in that league, you got to raise your game. But that means you got to really do a bunch of serious interviews with me to get yourself some exposure, all right? Part of this issue lies in the function of art. And I've always keep saying that. The function of art ties into all this flipping and holding and all that crap. See, look, guys, if you're an illustrator and you're doing advertisement work, that's great. That's your function. That's the function of your work. You're successful. Nothing wrong with that. But then again, some of the illustrations have taken on the position of great art, right? And that's true because it's telling a story about, like just take, I don't know, what anybody, the great guys. Rockwell's an illustrator of types, they're good storytellers, and that's what people relate to. Now, Rockwell is telling the Americana stuff, and people could relate to that type of lifestyle. Some people could. Personally, I never could. It didn't make sense to me because I wasn't included. But if that's your ideal of America, then that's the ideal of, as a matter of fact, Rockwell should be selling more now than ever. Right? So now it lies in the function of art. There is a misconception that our work is supposed to last forever. Like, what is that all about? Why do you think it has to last forever? Its function is just the function. It's not to last forever. Like the pyramids, they've been around for thousands of years, and they're lasting for a while. But were they made as an art form? I'm not sure. Art form in the context of how we mean it today. Today, it's an art form of some type of pleasure. It's a beautiful thing. Gives me enjoyment. All good stuff, But like, face it, man. Suppose this thing here, this is the pleasure factor, right? Well, pleasure for 88 years. I mean, when you get tired of pleasure, right? So the function has a limitation. Right, then I say this. It says, right. Why is that? Part of it is cultural, and part is a false notion of value. I believe that the images one makes are for a specific function within the cycle of time. And then art is a visual expression of consciousness. So, the reason why art does not, I mean, we had these icons, these guys like, Da Vinci, Picasso, and all those guys. We've frozen them in time. It's just like any other stuff. We had these guys like Bach, Beethoven. Oh my God, nothing could be better than Bach. They were such geniuses. That was then. Let me give you a modern example. Like, maybe you can relate to this, maybe you can't. But guys like John Coltrane, great saxophonist, great player, he was laying it down and picking it up then, but he's gone. Like the planet moves forward, my guys. The consciousness moves forward. And so it may tend to cycle back, but why get stuck in that stuff? Why get stuck in the fact that art's supposed to last forever? And that by flipping it, it's like just like this here, man. A lot of art today is what I call fad art. It's like a fad. It'll last like like a different pair of jeans. It comes in and goes out. That's all it's for. Enjoy it. Flip it. Save it. Now, but the thing is, you buy a pair of sneakers today, right? Say a pair of Jordans. You buy a pair of Jordans, Air Jordans. Don't use them. Put them in the box, save them up for 20 years. They'd be worth something then if you want to do it like that, So, but, don't look at artists like I'm going to buy it now and have an investment. What's the function of this piece? If the function of it's like food. What's the function of food? Food is to what? Nourish you, right? So I give shout outs to Stacey for hitting me up and dialoguing. I really like that. I respect that. This one's for you, Stacey. You guys can go, let me see now. Let's go back over there. You can go to her Facebook, right? Let's see. We're going to go Art with Bill. Go here. I'm going to go over to Stacey Torres. Right, where is Stacey? She's right here. We can go over there. Or you can check her out. There she is right there. She's at the Janice Mason Art Museum right now. All right. She's a cool lady. She's taking care of business. You should call her up if you have some questions about marketing, because this lady here, man, she had 5 pieces on Criminal Minds. Now check that out. Call her up, hit her up, and ask her how she did it. All right. I don't want to blow up her page too big, because I know you guys would be hogging all that time with Stacey. Stacey, charge some money, girl. Start charging some money. All right. My name is Bill Jordan. I'm at 201-790-3368. 3368. Peace out.